Yo, I'm Bob. Into Masters of the Universe, happen to be totally blind since birth, all that good stuff. Gonna be kind of unboxing an action figure from Masters of the Universe Origins, the cartoon collection subline, one of Skeletor's evil warriors. This is Spikor. So I say kind of because when I opened Spikor's shipping box, well, the card back wasn't attached to his figure bubble. So, I mean, I'm an opener. He's still tied into the tray just fine. All of his accessories are in there. I did check on the Big Bad Toy Store box contents, so that's good. But it's like there's no glue where bubble and card back meet. I haven't really seen too many cases like this. I mean, like I said, I'm an opener, so it's okay. I don't think anything is loose. I see the little game pieces in there with him just fine. So here he is. Love the look of this guy. Wow. I waited until I started to film to actually take a look at what was in the tray. I asked someone for confirmation as to who it was. Kind of kept my hands off of him, keeping my eyes closed, so to speak. Well, they're always. Never mind. So yeah, I'm gonna pause the vid, break him out of the figure tray, and we're gonna have a closer look. So back in the blink of an eye. All right, let me line him up here. So they gave him a couple of episode-specific accessories. These are game pieces. These little globes he's holding in either hand from the episode The Games. So he's got these little episode-specific artifacts. And I gotta say, he's a lot cooler than I thought he would be. Not that I expected to be underwhelmed, but I thought he might have a bit of spikage on his back, maybe. But his entire torso is just covered with spikes, and I was not expecting his head to have spikes as well. I mean, yeah, his name is Spikor, but they really went all out with the design of this guy back in the 80s. I just love that the entire torso is covered. I kind of wish he had more screen time than he did. He's only in like 3 of the Filmation episodes. And this is where I usually pause the vid. I'm just kind of put the game pieces back in my little Ziploc bag that I've assigned him to. Take one of his hands off here at the wrist, because he's got another hand attachment that you can place on there. If I can get it on, yeah, fits right on. Put the hand on my desk. So when it comes to the bios of these guys, I love what the Masters of the Universe Classics line did, because according to that line, Spikor was a blacksmith, and he was going to steal a scroll, and he kind of ticked off these priests in his village, so they fused him with this suit of spiked armor, and they gave him a trident for a hand. And this guy kind of was an outcast for a bit, and then Skeletor finds him. And he's like, I hear you were a blacksmith. I have use for your talents. So Skeletor was like, yeah, you can build weapons for me. And Spikor was like, all right, fine. So he built Skeletor his Terror Claws, which I'm going to be unboxing Terror Claws Skeletor pretty soon on the channel. I'm not sure when, but I love little connections like that. I like that. Well, I think the Terror Claws stuff happened in one of the early mini comics in the 80s, but I like that this guy was responsible for forging, different weapons for Skeletor. Keldor never, sorry, I don't mean to call him Keldor, he might get mad. Keldor finds a use for the ne'er-do-wells, the outcasts, and he always uses that hatred to further his own causes. And I love that this guy, is a weapons manufacturer. He forges stuff for Skeletor. So in terms of the action figure, I give him a 10 out of 10. I love that they gave him a hand that you could replace. I like the alternate trident hand. So if you want to have this, you can. I don't know if the spiked armor can be detached. I don't think it can, but it very well could because it looks very rubbery. What I would like to do at some point is to, maybe have somebody design a custom, pre-Spikor. Maybe there's some kind of artist portrayal out there of this guy when he's not fused to the spike armor. It probably wouldn't be that hard to do because you might give him a regular head. There are quite a few regular guy heads in the line that you could put on him, but I'm not sure what the torso would look like. I really like figures like we got in the Rise of Evil 2-pack before they got all discombobulated and disfigured all the other disses. So, getting to read about this guy's origin, in one form or another, because he's in several different incarnations of Masters of the Universe. It was fun. And I like that... I liked him in the 80s tune, but I wish he had a bit more screen time because he's just such a sinister looking figure. I can imagine him ramming into somebody and just, them getting stuck on his suit if he decides to ram somebody. That would not be appropriate for animation, but if this guy ever wanted to deliver some pain, I don't think the other guy you'd be going up against would be coming back. Just a nice looking figure. I think my favorite part of this guy is the trident hand. I did see online that he can actually fire lasers from it. So, I don't know if he would use this in terms of helping him forge weapons. Surely he uses it to fight with. It does look like a really wicked hand. So you can put that on either hand. If I ever, felt the need to do so, which I'm probably not going to do, anybody could buy 2 Spikors from Cartoon Collection. Or just see if you can find an additional trident on eBay so you can give him 2 trident hands. I know he's only got one, but it would be kind of cool just to have him wielding dual tridents. I don't know. He's one of my favorite evil warriors, I think. I'm really surprised that I dig the guy as much as I do. He's got very little screen time, but just the look of him, with all of the spikes, the potential he has to do damage with his trident, as well as all of the spikes protruding from his body. He's just really cool. And, imagining a custom figure of this guy, pre-spike armor fusion, that's kind of cool. I don't know what that would look like, but yeah, that might be something to look into. I don't think you can remove the spikes. I think it's a unique torso. Who knows? Maybe you can. There are probably videos of people doing that online. And by the way, Spikor was voiced in the 80s tune by Lou Scheimer. And I guess that'll do for this Masters of the Universe action figure review. Next time we're going to be unboxing Terror Claws Skeletor. So we'll be able to take a look at the fruits of Spikor's labor when it comes to some of the stuff he designed for Skelly. Can't wait to unbox that guy. Until then... Stop taking video button.